People deluded. Now, England's under-19s were defeated against Germany's under-19s. It was streamed on YouTube, and I know a lot of you watched it because I made sure I retweeted it on my Twitter. So make sure you follow my socials; they're in the description. You don't know me. I'm an Arsenal fan. My most viewed videos are Arsenal content, but I love youth football. I get a lot of pleasure, that not on a funny man thing, through watching youth football and through watching young players. Obviously, I'm going to support my boys that play for Arsenal. Saka and Tyrese John-Jules, part of the Arsenal family. Former Arsenal player Vontae Daly-Campbell played in this team. I've told you a lot previously, from 17s to 19s, including the 18s. I feel generally there's a lot of good Arsenal youth players. England youth players and England players all dotted around the age groups. But from the 17s to the 19s, I think there's a lot of talent, people, and potential, just potential. Majority of them probably will fall by the wayside. Some will have steady careers. Ones that you didn't think would have good careers are going to be the ones to stand out. Ones you thought were sure bankers wasn't going to be. But as long as 2-3 can develop to the full national team, then the job's been done, because it's naive to think everyone would make it. But in regards to our lineup, we had obviously talented players, man. You had Mola of Chelsea, you had a John Ginn of Chelsea, you had Magoma of Spurs, who's playing alright. I'm a big fan of obviously Tyrese John-Jules and Saka. Morgan Whittaker of Derby, and Derby have got some very good players, very good young players. They've got Max Bird, they've obviously got Whittaker, they've got Archie Brown, they've got Sibley, they've got, is it Butchman, I can't remember his name, the left back who made his debut and scored. They've obviously signed Milik, he's irrelevant, but there's a mantra there. And there's some players I've missed out. They've got some very good players there, people. So we've got a good lineup. I must admit, people, the first 10 minutes I felt England were kind of in it and we were there, but past that I think the Germans took advantage of that game and they really got a foothold. I don't think we had anything going really in midfield, and Chelsea. Germany were picking us off at will and whatnot. I felt Curtis Jones of Liverpool is a very lovely player, was giving us something, but I feel like the wingers that were stationed in the team, they all are creative players. They all wanted to get inside and whatnot. Saka was playing at left back, and in this game in particular, he did look a bit uncomfortable in that regards, and we looked a bit uncomfortable as a team. Like, I did see Tyrese and Saka get frustrated and give fouls away. Vontae Daly-Campbell in the first half made a good little defensive header to kind of block it and whatnot. Germany should have taken the lead very early on. They had a good header. I can't remember if it hit the post or sailed over, but they should have scored. I felt it was the Germans really in the first half that were really going out. I feel Curtis Jones looked like the one player I was thinking is going to make something happen, if anything. We're not playing bad. I just feel Germany are in it. It was a good first 10 minutes, but I just feel this period is just all Germany's really and truly, people. And the goal actually comes from, we're actually second best all over the park, really and truly. Initially, a ball is played over Saka's head, and like I said, we're at 6s and 7s over his head. As a fullback, he should be doing better, really and truly, but it's not really his fault. It's put over his head, and in the build-up to that, they earn a corner. Now, it's not Saka's fault we conceded. We did very poorly at that set-piece, people. They've pulled it in at the near post, and I'd have to watch the goal again, but it looks like poor marking, and it's not even a header. It's very sloppy from whatever England player is marking them. So yeah, Germany were ahead. They were good for it. They were playing quite well. The number 11 was a good player. I need to look at the team sheet and do some deluded scouting, really and truly. Apologies. From a German perspective, want to see Tyrese and the attacking players get in the game, but that starts with our midfield. We need to get something going in midfield. I don't understand personally why Tommy Doyle didn't play, or players like that they're more strengths in the technical basis and whatnot. And getting on the ball and trying to dictate tempo. 24th minute, our keeper made a bad boy save as well. Germany should have scored. I feel Curtis Jones is balanced. I just keep bringing this back to Curtis Jones. I feel he needs to learn to be a team player, potentially at times, get his head up and just do the right thing. But he's a lovely player, man. I like his attitude as well. He's got that healthy arrogance, man. He's not doing 100 skills, but he's even one time on the left-hand flank, people, he's doing, not shielding the ball, but he's holding on to the ball. He really should pass it, and the guy can't get off him. Like, he looked like he's going to be someone to make something happen, and he's a great prospect for Liverpool, man. He signed a new deal. Whether he makes it there or gets first team, we never know, but it is what it is. And it was some good work from them two combined, if I remember correctly, and Curtis was ruled out for offside when we tried to get back in the game, really. At the end of the first half, Tyrese tried a bicycle kick. It didn't really come to anything, and that was actually the end of the first half. I feel second half was very even. We stopped respecting them. Saka was starting to do his thing down the flanks. Every player was starting just up the tempo. Everyone's starting to start mixing it, playing some intra-play. We're starting to earn some corners. We're starting to put Germany on the back foot. But long story short, people, we just, in short, couldn't break them down. We let ourselves down for the poor defending for the first goal, and they made it count. We had numerous chances towards the end and in general, which just skimmed past Germany's goal area and things like that. But ultimately, it finished 1-0. We couldn't do nothing. We moved forward. I'm not watching every England team. I know I like the young players. Our 19s have done well. I think our under 17s have done well, They drew against Brazil and they beat Austria. Zayn Monluise of Arsenal played, and Jude Bellingham, a player I love of Birmingham, played as well. The under 21s I think are actually drawing right now in their game. I'm not too sure. I'm not watching it. I'm not too sure on how the under 20s did and whatnot. The under 18, it was the under 18s that drew against Brazil. Forgive me. I think Musa, formerly of Arsenal, scored. On that note, though, man, we lost. What can I say? We lost. I really like this age group, though, and I think there's going to be some ballers in this age group, regardless of if they hit the heights projected or not, that are going to have steady careers, man. I think there's some real ballers. Didn't really understand the tactical front from the manager. I didn't understand that at times I don't know. It looked like a back four, but it just looked like team had cohesion problems. It did look like what I kind of read it out to be as just sick individuals. Potentially, there's some more cohesion we should be able to get, and to be honest, I couldn't understand why, because quite a few of them have played together coming up through the age ranks. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We lick our wounds, and you know what they say, football's a simple game. We play 90 minutes and at the end the Germans win. It's what it is. People, DG, I'm out. Thank you for always watching and rocking.